Hi, welcome to the channel. My name is Adam Swisher. I'm your host for Discover the Blue Ridge. Discover the Blue Ridge is a channel dedicated to all things that make the Blue Ridge such a wonderful place to live, work, and play. Tune in weekly as we show you interviews and great things to do from local business leaders, community organizers, local government, friends and family, and people on the streets, and discover how they make a living, enjoy life, and get out into the outdoors in this wonderful place that we call Virginia's Blue Ridge. Welcome back to another episode of Discover the Blue Ridge. This week we sit down with Ken and Jayne Etzler, owners of Ken and Jayne's Burgers and Dogs, as they explain to us how they built their business here in the Roanoke Valley and all the wonderful things that they love about Virginia's Blue Ridge.
Hello, I'm Ken from Ken and Jayne's Burgers and Dogs. This is my wife Jayne.
Hello.
And we have a food truck. We didn't start with a food truck though. In 2017, we started with a food cart. Jayne and I would set up at the breweries and some of the garden markets and things of that nature on the weekends because I still had a full-time job. Since then, we've graduated to a food truck. We have full accommodations for hamburgers, hot dogs, barbecue, and nacho cheese tots, things of that nature. And we set up at your backyard parties, your family reunions. We set up at events. Anything that has a gathering of people that you need, you can get in touch with Jayne and I, and we set up and serve food. But we love it. We love it. We have a special recipe for our chili, and we now are starting to produce the chili for sale. So we have a lot going on. We've really enjoyed it, and the Roanoke Valley is a really nice place to start. I mean, we love setting up. Everybody is so friendly, from Benton to Botetourt to Salem. We're going to talk a little bit about our menu. We have a couple of signature burgers. We have the barbecue burger, which comes with mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard, onions, pickles, cheese and barbecue sauce on it, and bacon. It's a really tall burger, and everybody that gets it just loves it. And that's called the Ken barbecue burger. We also have a Jayne burger, which basically is the same ingredients without the barbecue, but we add a big fat onion ring on it, and people love that too. But the big thing is our hot dog chili. We put our chili on the cheese tots, on the hot dogs, we put it on the nacho chips, and it just goes on anything. We love it.
It's in our baked beans.
But the signature hot dog would be the chili, mustard, and onion. People love the chili, mustard, and onion hot dog.
Can you tell us why someone should start a business in Roanoke in 2021?
Well, I tell you what, we have a lot. It's a Blue Ridge. So there's a lot of outdoor functions, there's hiking, there's parks, there's just abundance of farmers markets in every town, in every little town that you go to. And you could set up a lot of the businesses that, like for us, we started out setting up at the farmers markets and things like that. And you can have a booth, and basically you bring your product and you can set it up and display your product and grow from there. There's a lot of opportunity at Roanoke for that exposure without a lot of money. So if you just have a wonderful idea, put it together, get to a market, look at the farmers market, some of the weekend events, and just call, register, point of contact. But everybody we've dealt with is so friendly.
Jayne, what's your favorite attraction in the Roanoke area?
Ooh, that's a hard one to narrow down.
You like the Transportation Museum?
That's probably my favorite. Yes, I do like the backgrounds of all the trains and the automobiles they have. It's just makes you feel like, it's like home to me.
Some of the history of the Roanoke Valley.
Exactly.
Roanoke started with the railroad.
Exactly. So I think that's my favorite.
Do you think the Roanoke area of the Blue Ridge is a good place to raise children?
Oh, absolutely. I was born and raised here myself, and
I was.
Ken.
Yep.
I
was raised here.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that usually when they do leave Roanoke, they always come back when they have a family, when they get married. Yeah. So this is the best place. It's safe.
Yeah,
There's a lot to do. It's beautiful scenery, and
there's a lot of security in the mountains. There's not a lot of really bad weather. So most of the weather that you get, we rarely have a tornado or anything like that. It's just like rain. So it's just a safe, wonderful place.
Absolutely.
Where would you recommend that someone visit if they were to come to the Roanoke Valley?
Ooh, that I would recommend doing the full cycle. Botetourt County's up and coming. Vinton's a very historical place. Downtown Roanoke is just popping with all kinds of new things going on. Salem there's a lot of history in Salem. It's a nice Roanoke County. Roanoke Southwest County is always nice. The school systems are wonderful. We have the Salem school system is out there in Roanoke County City, Vinton. It's just a really good place to be.
Ken, what's your favorite place to go fishing in the Roanoke area?
So, as I say, the Roanoke Valley has abundance of fishing holes. I like the James River. It's 30 minutes from here. You can do there's a hour float, there's a 4-hour float, and there's a 2-day float. You just have to put your cars in one place and pick them up in the other place. But a lot of smallmouth bass, red eyes out of the James River. The New River up in Christiansburg is a wonderful same situation. Smith Mountain Lake.
Yeah,
Smith
that's
Mountain,
my favorite.
Yeah, Smith Mountain Lake has wonderful fishing for largemouth bass. So if you want stripers and largemouth bass and crappie, you just go down to the lake. But my favorite is the James River. So Jayne also does some artwork for our truck. We have lots of wood around that we prime.
Leftover wood that I use.
Yeah, and she'll paint anything. But basically she does flower pots, wood products, but she does flowers and butterflies and all kinds of stuff.
Insects and just nature, anything.
Seasonal stuff. She does a lot of seasonal stuff too. But yeah,
I enjoy it. It's a stress reliever at times. I just love everyday painting.
And she's really good.
Well, thank you.
So Ken, can you tell us a little bit about some of the attractions around here, like some of the breweries and stuff that Roanoke is known for?
Oh wow. In the last 10 years, the breweries have popped up everywhere, and they are amazing. We have the Parkway Brewery in Salem. They do wonderful. I mean, it's just a wonderful place to go and have some microbreweries. There's the Big Lick Brewery downtown. There's all kinds of outdoor stuff to do. There's dining all around it. Down in Vinton, we have Twin Creeks Brewery down in Vinton, and it's a wonderful place. It's just all of them are very nice people. Everybody that's doing the brewery seems to be locally. I grew up with in high school, and they're just everybody's homegrown.
Okay, so Ken, why should anybody consider a visit to Virginia's Blue Ridge, especially the Roanoke Valley?
Well, because if you visit the Roanoke Valley, we have, like I tell my wife, we have all kinds of attractions. Of course, I talked about the fishing and the hiking. We have the Blue Ridge Parkway. It travels from here to North Carolina, all over. And you're 3 or 4 hours away from anything. You can get to the beach, Virginia Beach, in no
About
time.
4 hours, yep.
Yeah, you can get to the beach, you can get to the mountains, you can go up to West Virginia, and in a couple hours and be hiking up in the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's just a wonderful place to be.
And you gotta visit the Star when you're here in the Big Lick. That's the best
we're
main attraction.
Yeah, we're the Star City. Yeah.
Yep.
And one of our logos is Virginia's for Lovers. So
that's it for this week's episode, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in and taking a look. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell for notifications. And go ahead and leave a comment down there. Let us know what your favorite thing to do in the Blue Ridge is. And if you've eaten at Ken and Jayne's Burgers and Dogs, let us know how much you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for joining us. We can't wait to see you next week. Come on back as we discover Virginia's Blue Ridge.